Welcome to Our Voice Podcast. I am one of your hosts, DJ Lee, and I am here with
Christian Moffitt,
Ramon Price,
Majesty Swift,
and Samay.
Today, our topic is leadership.
Leadership is a respect that you would want to give in return.
Yeah, I feel like to be a leader, you got a great mindset. You got to be comfortable directing and indirecting, but fixing your flaws.
To me, leadership is standing on your own too. Like, especially if you want to call yourself a man, you gotta be able to tell a person the reason why. Like, you can't do this. Like, if your friend wants you to walk the halls, you gotta do work. You gotta tell them. You gotta do it.
Yeah,
to go off that leadership for me is just like taking like the risk, doing stuff that other people ain't able to do, backtracking, just like knowing what to do and what not to do at the right time. And just being that person that everybody can come to, just respect the community, like comes up behind you and everything. So
Yeah, I agree with what he's saying, because like leadership is many different things, and taking responsibility of your mistakes and making them something else, you for sure can be a leader and show the youth that mistakes could also be progress of becoming a man.
Leadership is accountability too. A lot of little groups in school peer pressure other people in wanting to do the stuff that they do, and if it don't go right, all y'all can end up in trouble. You see what I'm saying? And it's also responsibility. You gotta be responsible. Get on class on time. Come to school every day. Make sure you got good grades. Make sure you got a good GPA, and make sure you respectful to your teachers too. Cause it ain't just coming to school and you think you could just get away with everything. Ain't nobody gonna tell me right from wrong. It's like you come to school too. You gotta be respectful to your classmates. Be respectful to the principal, your teachers, like I said, and just be respectful and have accountability for yourself, and you gonna feel great.
Yeah, I agree with what he's saying though, because like when it comes down to leadership, you can do so much to a point where people may see you trying to be more than just a leader, and that comes with like people wanting to talk down on you, but when they talk down, you use that motivation to keep pushing, because every day you ain't gonna wake up feeling the same as you felt yesterday. So the same way you was feeling yesterday could be different than what you feeling today. So man, it come down to things like that. You just gotta push through it. And when he was saying, my boy Christian was saying about like taking that accountability of that mistake, it's gonna show that you manning up about me doing something wrong. And when you man up about that, people gonna be like, he's taking leadership, he taking responsibility of what he just did to prevent it. Like, you can do so much to somebody and they ain't gonna forgive you, but at the same time, you can use that when you come across another person, take that leadership and that responsibility of like, I ain't gonna do this again because I know it could hurt somebody else.
Yeah. A lot of people want to also, leadership is also setting a role model. You gotta set role models for others, and you may have a little sister, a little brother that you could set a role model for too. They could be off track, off the wrong path right now, getting in trouble too. And you could be like, hey, right now not the time, you know what I'm saying? You still young. Go to school, do what you gotta do play some sports, do extracurricular activities. So, it ain't just about trying to fit in with everybody at school.
For me, it's like my coach is like out of school, in the summer we got those times when we just work on my craft and my skill and just work about what to work on, we had some games at the end of the season and like we kind of did bad, so we had to just like think about what we did, and I asked the coach I want to get better. So he told me, come on, we're gonna get this working, we're just gonna do what we gotta do, and at the end of the day, next year you're gonna see big improvements on what you did, and you're just gonna like be better than everybody, right? And like it's not even about being better than everybody, it's just like working on your craft, and they be like, wow, he just got better from when we just played him last time. Like be yourself, you're gonna have probably like an hour to practice or 2 hours after school. Just do what you gotta do. Don't just like try to fit into the crowd where they at lunch and they just trying to do whatever they want to. You got your own time. You just go into class, whip your workup, and finish that, get that high GPA. Then you go home, eat, do whatever you gotta do, practice. Just be yourself. You don't gotta listen to nobody. This is your world. You put your mind to it, and you know how to break the system and do what you want to do inside the system. You don't have to,
Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? It's Legend. You here at I Create, a place where you can imagine and I create. Let me tell you a little bit about the business. We do everything from city duplication, we do flyers, we do posters, we do logos, we do business cards, we do CD covers, banners, billboards, a little bit of everything. And that's why it's called I Create, a place where you can imagine and I create. To get in contact with us is 414-909-2738. We're located at 225 West Capitol Drive.
if they set this curriculum for you, right? You can make your own stuff out. Like, this isn't the standard. You can make the standard even higher than what it is right now. That's how I can read.
For me, basketball, like, my coaches help me, like, cause you gotta do your work and make sure your work up to par to play anyway. So just making sure you go to class, making sure your work, you got people checking on you, like your coaches, your counselor, whoever. They check on you while the season. So I feel like hooping helped me with leadership, like giving me a tough mental state, so I'll be able to keep doing what I'm doing, do my work, go to class even when the season over.
Yeah, just what I'll be saying, like, mental state, like, sports, sometimes you can just, like, help you get away from all the other stuff that's happening in your life. Like, you gotta break away and you can just do what you want to do, in life. Like, just, like, this is what you love to do, and you can just practice it, get better, watch videos, take your time to actually understand the sport and understand what you like about it. Just find your own thing in life and go with it until you can't really do it no more. Then you just move on to the next thing. That's your next level to go to. There's no stopping on your goals. You can just keep on going, elevate. And then the whole thing with leadership is like, once you elevate, somebody's gonna see what you're doing, right? And then that's when they're gonna try to backtrack off you and make someone else.
I agree with what he's saying. Like, me personally, I'm a tumbler. If y'all ain't know, I'm a tumbler for the Milwaukee Flyers. And one thing about me, my coach, I say he showed great leadership because they started the program in 2005. But also, our program is for the youth. There's many kids that is doing bad, but the main thing our program do is keep kids our age, 16, maybe even kids younger, out of trouble and keep them out the streets. Because nowadays, these kids our age doing life in prison. They got $150,000 bond. Like, I got friends that I know I could have prevented them from getting in trouble. So I feel like me being a Milwaukee Fire, that'll help me stay out of many trouble in the streets, because without that, I say I'll probably be somewhere. I'll probably be somewhere I shouldn't be right now. But with my coach, I say he showed responsibility, accountability. He for sure showed me what a man look like and what leadership is, because without you having a father figure or a mentor, you may feel like you ain't yourself, or you may feel down about yourself. But at the same time, you can use your peers. Like these two people, Majesty, my boy Roman, they done showed me some things I never thought I'd see. Like my boy Roman right here, he a senior. He getting ready to end the school year off. He doing good. He was the offensive player of the year. And I appreciate you for that, my boy. You did your thing. The Majesty, I see my boy, he becoming a better man. He's staying out of trouble this year. He doing what he got to do. So when it's time for him to mess around, he got his own free time. And I say a good thing with y'all boys.
Yeah, being a student athlete, being disciplined is a lot, and it's something we need to talk about. And that's why I play football. Football teaches you a lot of discipline. Even basketball, I'm doing basketball this year too. It teaches you a lot of discipline. Being disciplined as a young man will mature you faster and mature you sharper mentally, to not depend on everybody else, depend on yourself. Because if you want to, do your own career or even go to college, you still need to be disciplined and have that mindset of being independent.
Such and such told me this, such and such bothered me, such and such doing this. My pops been into the school I don't know how many times. My pops came to the school one time thinking I was skipping science class. Whole time I was in class. It's just the little fact that he cares. Just makes me feel comfortable.
Yeah, and for me, like, just piggyback on what Christian said. your parents care about you. Don't think your parents don't care about you just because they got on you on this type of situation. Sometimes, you know, my siblings, they be getting in trouble and all that, and they don't be listening. But it's just the fact that my parents care about them to even say something to them. Because some kids, they come home and their parents don't say nothing to them.